So with that being said, I'm gonna finish my thought. Camera cut off, but I was just saying that Keith Lee just did a thing where him and he wins the North American Championship at the beginning of the year. He holds it for that time. He beats Adam Cole in a winner take all. He both champions, only man to hold the NXT and the North American Championship and the NXT Championship at the same time. He relinquishes it, and I can see a thing where it's like, hey, you're about to go to the main roster. We'll give you the NXT Championship. You hold them both at the same time. You'll be the first to do it. You drop this to Karrion Kross, and then you go to the main roster after SummerSlam. I can see that happening. So that's where I think they can also just did it for Cross, like Karrion Kross. Really, like they could just get Karrion Kross's character over, just put him in NXT just to be like, this is gonna be an entrance and stuff like that, and then Keith Lee could just win, and Karrion Kross could just go straight to the main roster and then be used like that. It could go either way, but I got one confidence point. I'm gonna say Karrion Kross. I think Keith Lee is ready to be on Raw and SmackDown. I think he's main event ready. I don't think he needs NXT anymore. So I'm gonna go Karrion Kross. So next um, is SummerSlam. My predictions for SummerSlam. There's 8 matches, I believe. As of now, there's 8 matches. Also, I think that for NXT, you can also maybe I don't think they're probably gonna do it, but they might add Mercedes Martinez versus Rhea Ripley. They might save it for something else. If they do, I'd say Martinez is going to win, but they might just save that for another time. But so there's 8 matches so far. There can be other matches like Jeff Hardy can do a rematch versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship, or he can face Sheamus or somebody like that. But either way, I would still say that Jeff Hardy was going to retain. I don't see him like dropping after he just won it on Friday. So first match I have is Bayley versus Asuka. I have Bayley winning this with 4 confidence points. After what happened on SmackDown, I can totally see Bayley like retaining to soften her up for soften Sasha up for Asuka. I think there could be like some shenanigans where Bayley, because Bayley's been losing a lot too. She's lost to Asuka a few times. She just got tapped out by Shayna Baszler, and she just lost to Naomi. So I can see her picking up this W against Asuka via help from Sasha Banks, maybe like a roll up or something like that. For her to retain, I think the match is gonna be good. 4 confidence points on Bayley. Next up, I have Seth Rollins versus Rey Mysterio Jr. or Rey Mysterio Jr. Dominic Mysterio. I put Mysterio Jr. side. That's clearly Rey Mysterio, but Dominic Mysterio. I got Seth winning with 3 confidence points. Uh, I think there's a thing where this can go either way because it's a no DQ match, and if Dominic wins, it'll be his first big win. He gets help from Rey Mysterio, like his son, to get him. It'll be his big win. Um, but I think something that they can do a thing where Seth wins, Seth beats Dominic, and then maybe at Payback, Seth will beat Rey Mysterio, and they have their rematch, and maybe Rey Mysterio would win or something on behalf of Dominic, or they could do a tag team match with Seth and Buddy versus Dominic and Ray that week, and Dominic and Ray can win or something like that. So either way, I got Seth winning this one, 3 confidence points. Next up, I got the Street Profits defending their championships against Angel Garza and Andrade. I got Angel Garza and Andrade winning, and I have. Does that say 6 confidence points? Oh my god, 6 confidence points. I got 6 confidence points. Nice. Uh, I think this whole card is hard to read, but I think that they've been on a roll, and I think they can win. Um, Street Profits don't really need it. They've already had it. They've defended it. So I think there could be a situation where maybe Retribution or somebody comes and they can start off a new feud with Street Profits and then maybe get a fresh feud with Garza and Andrade, or maybe they could do a thing with Viking Raiders or something like that. But I think fresh tag team title champions at SummerSlam. And now next up, I got Sasha Banks versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. I have Asuka with one confidence point. I'm really not that confident because they can easily do both Sasha and Bailey winning. But I got Asuka with one confidence points because I have a prediction with the next match um, that I've been hearing. I was like, oh, this makes sense. This can happen. So I think Asuka's at least going to get away with one of the championships, and I think it's going to be the Raw Women's Championship against Sasha. Next match is Mandy Rose versus Sonya Deville. I just watched Talking Smack, and Talking Smack they said that the match is no longer a hair versus hair match. It is going to be a false count anywhere or no disqualification match, something like that. And the winner and the loser leaves WWE forever. So it got changed to that. This I think Sonya Deville is going to win. At first, if it was just hair versus hair, I was like, oh, Mandy Rose is definitely winning. But in this no DQ loser leaves WWE, I think Sonya Deville will win, and I think it could be a thing where Mandy's going to leave, and I think Otis will give Sonya Deville the Money in the Bank briefcase, and I think you'll be like, here, as long as Mandy Rose doesn't leave, you can have my Money in the Bank briefcase, and you can cash it in against whoever. So I think Sonya is going to win. Otis is going to like, no, I don't want her to leave. Here's Money in the Bank briefcase. It's all yours. You can have it. You can cash it in. Sonya's going to be like, okay, cool, whatever. I don't want to see her ever again. And then I think she's going to cash it in on Asuka, like maybe the next night or something like that, or maybe at SummerSlam, either at SummerSlam or the next night, where she wins the championship. She's on Raw and Mandy Rhodes is on SmackDown. I think they can do it like that. That's a big bold prediction, but that's what I'm hoping will happen. So I got Sonya Deville 2 confidence points. Next, I got Apollo versus MVP for the United States Championship. I got Apollo. I got 8 confidence points on Apollo. There's no way MVP is winning anything. He's not winning this match. It's not happening. Um, I can see a thing where Apollo wins, and then maybe like he still doesn't want to be done, but he's going to get Bobby Lashley to face Apollo, and maybe Bobby Lashley will at Payback or whatever pay per view after that would win the title from Apollo. So I think Lashley would be the one that's going to take the title from Apollo. Braun Strowman next. Braun Strowman versus the Fiend. Universal Championship. I have Fiend. I have 7 confidence points on this. I think the Fiend will win. I don't think Braun. I think Braun Strowman was just a placeholder. I don't. He wasn't supposed to be Universal Champion anyway. So I think this is just a placeholder for him. Fiend will be winning this. 7 confidence points. I think Alexa Bliss, Sister Abigail, whoever she's going to be, is going to take advantage of Braun, help him lose, and Fiend is going to emerge champion because you'll never see it coming. Um, Main event, I think it's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton for the uh, WWE Championship. I have Randy Orton winning with 5 confidence points. I think Randy Orton has been on such a roll that he can be champion right now, and whether he loses it at Payback or loses it somewhere down the line, I think they want to wait. I think they want Drew to be a 2-time champion. I think they want to do it where they can have fans again. I think with like actual fans, not like this pixelated uh, Zoom call fans. I think like when actual fans come, I think they want to give him towards the end of the year at Royal Rumble. They'll give Drew his win back in front of fans, and it'll be his moment that they wanted him to have that so had at last year's WrestleMania. Drew's been a great champion. He's been really really good. But I think the pandemic has just been the downfall for him. It's just been unfortunate for him. But I think Orton will win, uh, have it for the 14th time, hold it for a little bit, and then when fans like can come, rematch Drew versus Orton, and Randy Orton wins. And I think there could be a thing where when Orton does drop it back to Drew, like Edge will be back to return. Edge comes back, if you can know me, and everybody go crazy. And Randy Orton be like, what? Turn around, boom, Claymore, 1, 2, 3, and then Edge comes back, and then they fight, and then they have their WrestleMania. They have their WrestleMania match where Edge probably wins, and he'll go on with his life and stuff like that. So I think that's what's going to happen. But that's the end. What do you think for both NXT and SummerSlam? Are you excited? What match are you looking most forward to? Um, that's been it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time for either for my over review for NXT, and then I'll probably also do AEW review, and then Monday I'll do my SummerSlam review. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.